Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review. Now, I have to admit that season 1 of Transformers My Little Pony comic book crossover, it was definitely a pleasant surprise. I didn't know what to expect when I jumped into that series, but if you guys are regulars here to the channel, you guys know I covered all 4 issues of season 1, and I really did enjoy all 4 issues. And when it all ended, yes, there was a satisfying conclusion, but I definitely thought that the possibilities were endless. So when we got the announcement for season 2, I was definitely excited. Now, I did pre-order the physical copy of issue number 1, but when I went to my comic book store today, well, they didn't get their delivery, so I had to buy the digital version on Comixology. Now, how is issue number 1 of season 2 gonna fare? Well, let's get on with my comic book review of My Little Pony, the Transformers comic book crossover, issue number 1, The Magic of Cybertron. Issue 1 will start off with showing Decepticon Frenzy allowing his sensitive side to open up as he reads a tale of friendship forever that came from the My Little Pony world. But unfortunately for Frenzy, his escape from reality is cut short when Lord Megatron reminds him that they are on the brink of obtaining a power that is greater than all their wildest dreams. Now, right after Shockwave alerts Megatron that their troops are closing in on their target, we get a glimpse into some of the chaos, like the Everfree Forest, where Mindwipe and Skullcruncher might bring home some additional wildlife as a bonus. And in the Crystal Mountains, where Arachnid and Shadow Strike are, they don't even need the assist of Shockwave to feel the power. Now, while chaos seems to be breaking out everywhere, at least at Las Pegasus, the ponies are trying to enjoy a show by Octavia and Vinyl Scratch. Well, maybe I spoke too soon, because a Decepticon team led by Starscream has crashed this party. But even though the music might have stopped, that's not going to stop Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, and Applejack from giving them a piece of advice that's best for these Decepticons to mind their manners if they know what's best for them. Now, up in Cloudsdale, the high-flying Wonderbolts come across a portal that is just too intriguing for them not to investigate. And unfortunately for the Wonderbolts, well, they're going to find themselves in a Decepticon trap. Now, as far as Starscream and his goons go, the ponies, led by Rainbow Dash and Twilight Sparkle, had them retreating back to their base with their tails tucked between their legs. But as Twilight Sparkle unleashes a blast, it appears this was just the exact energy source that the Decepticons were looking for. And as all the ponies look on with concern, well, except for Pinkie Pie, who's way too fascinated with checking out a Decepticon's matching cutie mark, there's a large explosion and a cloud of smoke arises. Now, the Autobots who are on their way take a guess as who it could be, and they believe it could be Unicron. Now, when the smoke clears, it's revealed that it's not Unicron, but it's an all-powerful unicorn, King Sombra. Now, this is definitely a shock to the ponies because they thought he was destroyed. However, he was just dispelled, and the spark from Twilight Sparkle was exactly what he needed to be revived. Now, before the ponies have the opportunity to use their combined magic of their friendship, King Sombra eliminates that possibility right away. Now, Megatron is a legitimate badass on his own, but King Sombra's power is so great that even Lord Megatron gives into him as he exclaims, "All hail Sombra!" And with these new friends, King Sombra will take his troops out to explore Cybertron to find all its magic and then bend it to his will. When the Autobots finally arrive, they find Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash, who tells Optimus Prime of Shockwave's and the Decepticons' screw up. Rarity tells Prime that Sombra is going to build an army before they can do anything about it. Now, Rarity's strategy to stop this will be that the Autobots and the Decepticons, they're going to have to do it as friends. And in the words of Starscream, well, he believes they are doomed. Now, the second story in this issue is called A Real Mother. The story is going to follow Holiday and Lofty, who are out searching for their missing niece, Scootaloo. Now, along their journey, they will come across Autobots RC and Greenlight, and it's a good thing because in their way of a rescue mission, they will be confronted by one of Sombra's controlled baddies, the Murder King, or as he exclaims, the Killmaster. Now the ponies and the Transformers will be able to outwit this giant menace and send him packing. And just as they wrap up their fight, they're also going to get to call off their search and rescue mission as Scootaloo comes racing in with some new friends, which will lead to Holiday, Lofty, RC, and Greenlight picnicking at their strangest playdate ever. Now on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give issue number 1 of season 2 of the My Little Pony Transformers comic book crossover an 8.5 out of 10. While the second story was relatively short, it was still a fun one that I found enjoyable. However, I do wish it had been just a bit longer. The main course in issue 1 was definitely the main story, the Magic of Cybertron, and is sure to set the stage for a showdown between King Sombra and the Autobots and the Decepticons that will force them to find a way to put aside their grievances in order to survive. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up this comic book review for the My Little Pony Transformers comic book crossover. Now if you read this issue, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. And guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, especially the Transformers My Little Pony comic book crossover, I will be covering all 4 issues here on the channel once again. So guys, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.